today's episode, wellness advocate and entrepreneur Jena McCafferty.
Hi, I'm Jena McCafferty and I'm the owner of Awakened Roots Holistic Healing. I have a pretty diverse spectrum of jobs. It would go all the way from being responsible for creating my own tea and superfood elixir blends, creating flavors of water kefir, a lot of time spent in producing the water kefir soda, so lots of hours spent into fermenting, mixing, playing around with herbs. That's definitely my favorite part. Interacting with customers on a daily basis, whether that's in the shop or responding to messages that people send, shipping out orders across Canada, continually educating myself so that I'm staying current with what's going on in the health world, making flyers, planning workshops. The list really goes on and on, creating retail displays. Those are the big jobs, definitely. I would say my favorite thing about this job is that I get the opportunity to share something that I am so passionate about, something that I am so connected to personally, which is healing in a more natural, holistic level, and getting to share that with people and really helping people is so fulfilling. I see so many people who have issues with their health and maybe don't feel like they have avenues for where to go to seek healing. So sometimes even just incorporating some of these traditional products makes a world of difference for people, and that is honestly the most gratifying part about it.
Awakened Roots has ruined me to go anywhere else. These drinks are amazing.
Thanks so much, Jena. My family absolutely loves this stuff. Even the little ones drink it.
I think I'll get one of these, and then if I can get 2 mint mochas to melt, that'd be great.
I also love that I get to be independent, and every day I'm learning, I'm growing. Sometimes the learnings are challenging, sometimes they're really uplifting. But yes, definitely the evolution, and I really love the creativity and innovation that comes along with it. So constantly creating new products, that keeps me going. I think that 3 really important skills to have as an entrepreneur wanting to evolve your own business would definitely be, again, the innovation and the creativity. I feel like if I were to stay stagnant for too long, things would get boring. Things are always changing so quickly, so to be able to grow and change along with things is really crucial. I would also say another skill that is important in this field would be values and integrity, because as a business owner, again, there's so many options of directions to go. There's different people who want to collaborate with you. There's so many things that are exciting, but if you don't really have clarity in your own purpose and your own values and really maintain that integrity, it can be easy to be pulled in a lot of directions and not ultimately cement the idea of what you're really trying to do with your business. And then third, hugely important would also be interpersonal skills. So being able to communicate with people. Again, I see all different types of people from all different walks of life, and being able to meet them on a real level and really communicate with them and do my best to help them is key, because the customers are the business. So I have to genuinely care about people and be able to communicate with them too. I use my interpersonal skills, of course, just in my interactions with family and friends to have fulfilling, authentic relationships. So I think that's a super important skill set that we all develop and put high on the list of priorities. my sense of value and integrity. Again, that just, for me, that actually also creates a more fulfilling life, because knowing myself and knowing what's important to me allows me to draw more of that in and live more in that space. And it helps me to distinguish from, you know, again, all of the options that are out there, which ones genuinely are for me and which ones may just be something passing by. And then the other skill, I forget what I said. Oh yeah, right. And then creativity and innovation, that's something that's always come really naturally to me. I didn't always necessarily have the outlet for it. You know, I would do things like a lot of writing and painting. So it was more something that I used as, again, just a way to really enrich my life, something that I enjoyed. So all of those skill sets, I would say, lead to a much more honest and fulfilling personal life for me. We actually have a new really wonderful employee, so that's a whole other level of learning for me. Learning, you know, how to manage all of this stuff on my own was one thing, but now figuring out how to bring somebody else on board and get them confident and comfortable and efficient in their roles. Again, that really does come back to the interpersonal skills as well, being able to communicate clearly with people. So yes, I work with an employee, a staff member. I also work with my suppliers, so I'm constantly ordering a lot of bulk products, herbs and the superfoods, and again, everything to make the water kefir soda, people who give me the bottles and the packaging. So I have to maintain a good relationship with these suppliers, or, well, it makes my life a lot easier to have a good relationship with them. And again, the customers, the business wouldn't be anything without the customers, so I'm working with them constantly, trying to meet their needs. Okay, so I'll show you guys some of the equipment that I use in this shop. So this is where I do a lot of the packaging for the bottling for the water kefir soda. So we use a lot of like glass carboys. The kefir grains are fermenting under here, flavoring in these amber bottles, and then later on this morning, I'm going to be filling up these jars. And a lot of kitchen appliances, kitchen equipment is used. So we have a lot of our supplies here. We have a big storeroom in the back of a lot of herbs as well. And then of course, just your basic fridge, freezer, stove for storage and for use. A nice big triple wash sanitization sink. There's a lot of sanitizing and sterilizing of bottles that goes on. And again, just tons of like basic kitchen equipment. Here's where I spend a lot of time during the day creating elixirs for people. So I always say this is kind of where the magic happens. So we've got our elixir counter set up, so a lot of different superfoods and herbs and then herbal teas that they get paired with. And I use, this is probably my most coveted and esteemed piece of equipment, the Vitamix. So basically all of our hot elixirs or superfood lattes go through that, and then they get packaged up and then they go out to the customers from here. And then so right at the counter, a piece of equipment that I'm using is this little wireless POS machine. So whereas in the past, a lot of people were working more with cash registers and cash, this little device just pairs up with my phone, and this is how I take all debit and credit transactions. It doesn't do paper receipts, everything is via email, so really nice, no waste there. And of course I've got my calculator for tallying up people's orders.
Hi Jenna, I just wanted to come in and get something to perk up my day today. I just love coming in here because the environment is so welcoming as soon as I walk in the door.